welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to episode 5 of Boujee Brunchin with Brooke. Oh, that is so good. My new creation this lockdown has been my chai latte and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. If you want to know how I make it, I basically make it with this mixture from Sainsbury's, milk, an ice mixer machine, and ice. It's even better through this straw and this cup. Hello everyone, if you aren't brand new to my channel, that was probably a very weird intro. But today I am here to do my episode 5 of Boujee Brunch with Brooke. Now I am back in the kitchen. I feel like I haven't actually done one in the kitchen for quite a while. But today I am making eggy bread. So very excited to mix it up and make it. And today's kind of topic is going to be all about finances, future, my bucket list, my goals for the next maybe 5 to 10 years, because you guys are really into that and I think you really like kind of knowing a little bit more about me as a person and what I want to achieve. So grab your breakfast, grab your brunch, get into your comfies. I'm currently in this little co-ord from Pretty Little Thing. And let's get chatting. So guys, I'm actually going to do a little bit of the cooking side today. I'm not an expert at cooking, please don't get me wrong. But basically I'm going to make eggy bread. So I basically start off putting some butter in the pan, melting it so it doesn't basically stick. I just use one egg. I'm using it for me and mum. I only have one slice normally. And literally break the egg. Get all of it in. Pop that in the bin. Wash my hands because I hate the whole eggy on my hands. Do you get what I mean? Okay, and then got the egg just here. I hope you can see that. Should I move the camera a little bit? I'm new to all this like cooking majarki. So then I basically do this, pop a little bit of milk in. That's probably enough. Then I mix it. So my French toast is currently cooking. I'm just going in the fridge to grab a few bits of fruit. And then I basically just pop on some maple syrup, kind of that vibe. Here we go, got some golden breakfast syrup. And yeah, so today I kind of just want to chat, want another little chatty video. You guys love the chatty ones. So I basically just kind of want to go into detail all about not my finances as such, but in the sense of how I save, how I control my spending, why I do what I do with my saving and spending and stuff, and my kind of goals for the future, what I'm going to be doing when I'm leaving college. So it's going to be kind of a mix of all different topics. It's probably going to be quite a long one, I'm not going to lie to you guys. So yeah, the first thing I want to try to talk about while my bread is cooking is basically my bucket list. So this is something that, whether it's over a year, whether it's over 10 years, it's basically things I really do want to achieve. Obviously, if every single one of these came true, it would be a blooming miracle, because stuff gets in the way, stuff happens, and sometimes things change. Like, for instance, pregnancy. You could get pregnant really young and life could basically change. That's not going to happen to me, but that's what I mean. Everything is literally in your hands and nothing is set in stone. So basically I just want to kind of talk about everything. But what is on my bucket list? So I've got some really kind of travel, house, family, goals for myself, all across kind of my life. And the number one first thing that I need to do before I die, like if this doesn't happen, I will not be happy with myself. I really want to swim with the pigs in Bahamas, right? Now this might not be like a goal, you're like, Brooke, are you actually serious right now? Like that's your number one goal. That's not my number one goal, but that's something that I really want to be able to say, I've done it. It's just incredible. Like every time I see it, I'm just like, that is a little bit of me. And it's not really like anything spiritual or anything like that. It's not like getting a house or anything, but that is something for me that I want to do before I die, basically. The next thing that I kind of want to achieve, and this can be varied, so I really want to either own a yellow Jeep. Now again, weird one, but I am obsessed with Jeeps. I have a Jeep garage right next to where I live, and every time I go past it I'm like, you guys are tempting me. Or I would love to go to Hawaii, right, and drive a yellow Jeep. Like, that would be complete for me. So yeah, that's another bucket list. This is kind of more of like a fun, it's not really that serious as such. Another thing that I really want to do is go to Coachella. If you haven't watched my video, I did actually do a video where me and mum done a home Coachella. It was so fun, so interesting. But I actually would love to go to the real thing because it just looks insane. I know it's quite expensive for what it is. Like, it's like a concert, isn't it? So, but I really do want to go. I really want to experience it. And yeah, obviously that's all good and well, travelling and everything like that, but I do obviously want to have a family. So bucket list number 4 is kind of having a loving family, not just a family where we like each other, ones that's like you wake up on the Sunday morning and you all jump into bed and have a massive big cuddle, and then you go down for breakfast, whether it's like the husband cooks it or something. I just can imagine that in my life, and I just really want like a loving family. And I don't really want to live in the UK, you guys know this by now if you watch my channel for a while. And that's my next thing, have a house. So I want to be in the type of person that's secure, but I also don't want to be reliant on a house to give me happiness. Now, I know a lot of people stay where they are just because they have got a house there, and I just don't vibe with that, guys. Like, I want to literally own a house, whether it's in the UK, whether it's in abroad, which I would love to own a house in Ibiza. Now, this is like a spiritual place for me, and I literally love the place. So I would really love to own a place in Ibiza, and that would be a dream for me. Or whether it's somewhere even like Tenerife or somewhere, just somewhere else, and not just have to be stick and stone just because you have a house there, you have a family at home, you have like, you know, you're comfortable with it as such. I have just made my eggy bread, my French toast, so I'm just going to tidy this little area up, bring it upstairs, and then we're going to chat some more. So I've got my breakfast. Got my chai latte. I'm going to eat this up because no one wants to see me eating on camera. Then we're going to have a little chat. So I have eaten my breakfast. It was delicious, of course. Does anyone else get them breakfasts or dinners or anything like that, and they love it and they just constantly have it like every day, and then sooner or later they get bored of it and they're like, yeah, I don't ever want to eat that ever again? That's going to be me with my eggy bread. But yeah, shall we carry on? Also, how long is my hair right now? It's ridiculous. It's not been this long for such a long time, so excuse my noisy ass street. It's so hot and I cannot not open the window. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so we were talking about bucket lists and everything like that, and some of you might be like, Brooke, have some serious goals like finance and all that, but obviously you've got to have a balance. And something that I find really handy is to have some things in the future that you're really looking forward to. Now, I've spoken about houses and everything like that, but something that's really important that I would love to do, and I don't think I'll stop until I actually get in. So something that I really wanted to do for a very long time is the Disney Cultural Representative Program. If you don't know what it is, it's basically you go out to Florida, Orlando for either it's 3 months or 12 months, so you kind of choose. It depends if you're in uni or not, and I would like to do the 12-month one. You work in the UK pavilion in merchandise or retail or anything like that, and it's just something that I really want to do, even though it's very like Disney and it's quite young and things. I just really think that doing that is just incredible, and I've seen so many people doing it and absolutely loving it and changing their life and meeting new people, and I just think traveling is just an amazing part of the world. So yeah, that's another thing that I'd love to do. Another bucket list goal, which is a very steep one, I think this is probably my like biggest one and that might be the hardest to achieve, is to become an air hostess. Now, this has been kind of recent, but I really would love to go into the air hostess. Before, I really wanted to do events management, and I still would love to do that, but something that I'm really interested in is air hostessing. Now, obviously I can't do anything until I'm 18, so I can't really get much, but I have got my mum's got a few friends that are interested into that, and they work for like Virgin, British Airways and stuff, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that's something that I can train in and possibly become. That is a bucket list moment for me. I I would love to do a gap year. Now you guys know that after college I am looking at doing travelling instead of going straight away to uni, so I would love to do a gap year, whether it's at Bali, Australia, USA, sorry I need to close my window, whether it's Bali, Australia, Thailand, USA, you name it, I kind of want to go there and just do a gap year and really forget and just kind of embrace it, meet new people, work out there, and that is something that I would definitely want to do, work or volunteer out there, just not just like travel and just do as I please. Do a safari in South Africa, that is a big part of my bucket list. I would love to go to South Africa and do a safari. I just think it's an incredible thing, an incredible place to go to experience that. And the last thing is take a hot air balloon. Now these things may seem really small and really simple, but they're just things for me that I would love to embrace. Very travel based and things like that. I asked you guys over on Instagram whether there was anything you kind of wanted to know about my future after college, what I'd love to do and things, and you guys asked me, there was a lot of things to say about like A-levels and things, and one of the questions was what grades do I want to achieve in my A-levels. Now I think that at the moment where I am in my A-levels is quite a difficult situation, because obviously we're in a bloody pandemic, but I don't know what I want to do with uni base. So if I do manage to get incredible grades and everything like that, it could completely change my mind, but for now I would be happy passing them with BBB. Like for the courses that I want to do, you do not need high grades to do. If I wanted to do an events management course in uni, I would not need those high end grades. Of course I would love to get A stars and everything, but I'm thinking reliable. So I would love to get in photography an A, because I think that I can really work with that, A or a B. I really don't even know how they work, to be fair. Sociology, I think I'd get a B, and same with media, because I'm not the brainiest person ever, so they would be completely capable and I think that I would be happy with them. But you know what, time will tell. I might go into that exam and have an awful day and things, and you can never really tell. So another question that you guys asked me is what do I want to do after college. Now this is such a broad subject because, honey, basically a plan I've got is I want to obviously finish college in July, have my summer here and everything, just do as I please, maybe go on a girls holiday, go with my Dan or something, and then from September onwards my plan in my mind is to look for jobs abroad, whether that's in Tenerife, Spain, anywhere really, Thailand, Bali, volunteering jobs, just doing a gap year myself, just going out there and travelling. Hopefully, fingers crossed, doing the Disney programme. I could be doing that in the year 2022, if that makes any sense. Saving is a big part of it. Getting an apprenticeship possibly. If I could possibly get into air hostessing, I would probably stay here in the end of it and train to become an air hostess. That would be definitely something that I could imagine myself doing as well. So getting an apprenticeship, working probably part-time, but I do not see myself going to uni next year. That is not something that I really want to do, and I do feel like there is a lot of pressure and a lot of colleges, unis and everything pressure you into going to uni and thinking that it's the best thing since sliced bread, and for me it's not my main priority. I think you get into a lot of debt with it, you come out of it not really loving your life, and I wouldn't really want to be away from home that much, and there's just a lot of things and there's a lot of negatives that I see in uni, and at this moment in time it's not what I want to do. So that's pretty much it. That's the uni talk, and at this right moment in time the only uni I would consider doing is Bournemouth Uni and doing an events management course for 4 years. Nothing else applies to me, nothing else appeals to me at all. I would love obviously to go to college and do the air hostessing, and apart from that I don't see myself doing more studying. I'm all studied out and I've not even finished A-levels. Someone actually asked me what area I would like to work in the Disney College programme. Now, if I did do the 12 months, I would have to be in the UK Pavilion, and I would probably love to be in the Rose and Crown area, if you guys know what that is. But if I was there for 3 months, I would love to be probably character based or ride based. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of jump onto the whole bandwagon of how I save my money. So I kind of wanted to add these two things in because I think future, saving money, finance is all very linked together, and I don't think that you guys would love to just see me whole about finances. If you do, let me know. Obviously, I am 17, I am young, I have not got a full-time job, I'm still at college, and I still have a lot of things generally to just pay for, life, really, experiences. So I have a part-time job too, actually. At this moment in time, I am only getting furloughed for one, so the other one is actually like temp, so you don't actually apply for the furlough scheme, but I am actually getting furloughed at the minute, but again, it's not a lot. So how it is I have a part-time job, and one of them I work in a hotel, and they will just send me dates where they're like, can you work this day? If you can, thanks. If you can't, just let me know. So that will always be completely different each month on how much money I earn. So it could literally range from £40 to £300. It literally can range from that amount of money, and that's just me working a shift here, a shift there, a shift there. And it's an alright job, I don't mind it or anything. My other job at the minute, I've just started out. I started up in like around January, February time, and I at the moment was only working weekends for 4 hours, so I was working 8 hours a week, and that money came in, and I was probably earning around £120 every 2 weeks. So what I do to save my money, so I have actually got a few notes written down because I kind of just don't want to give you like a wrong interpretation, and I want to give you exact kind of figures and things. So how do I save my money? Now, I am a saver, not a spender, which I'm very thankful for in myself, but I do think that I have been taught, brought up, and recently, ever since I got with Dan, I think that that's when I really started to save my money. He's a saver, so that's kind of like taught me in things. My mum is a massive saver, so I think I've been kind of brought up like that. So I, for instance, say I was talking about my part-time job, say I got, I don't know, £350 from my job in a month, say in March. I would also get money for selling any clothes that I've got. So all through coronavirus, I have sold so many of my clothes. I've probably sold around £120 worth. So adding that on, that would be about £500. Then I have a small online thing on my Instagram, which I learn quite a bit from that. But say you were just going from the part-time job. So say I had £350, say that was my monthly budget. That was my monthly pay because I only work a certain amount because I still go to college. I would take £35 of that budget and put it into my buy to save ISA. Now, if you don't know what this is, it's basically an ISA where you put it in and you save for your house, and once you're at a certain amount, the government actually give you £3,000 to put into a house. Now, this is obviously something that is like free money. If you saw £3,000 on the floor, would you pick it up? Yeah, of course you would. You can obviously also do this with other things, but that's what I do. So I put £35 into my housing. My mum actually puts in £10 as well, and so does my gran. So that is for £55 in my ISA every month. Okay, and then I put the rest, so say that is £350, take away £35, I'm doing my maths here, is that £315 or £305, whatever it is, right? I will then put in a huge, I say huge so weirdly, massive sum of probably around £250 into my savings. Now, I know that that is a lot, right? I also tend to get quite a little bit of money here and there from my dad for food and things like that, so I don't really have to worry too much about that, which I'm very, very grateful for. I'm very, very lucky. Same with my mum. I live at home, obviously. I don't have to pay for my food and stuff, so it is very easy for me to save. But I still manage to go out on the weekends, I still manage to do what I want, but I also just have a mindset of what I want. So I have my savings as a house saving and a holiday saving. Now that is what my savings are for. I choose to do that of myself. I choose that I don't have to buy a car because I was very fortunate enough to be given my car. I don't have to save to buy anything. For instance, if I was saving to buy a MacBook, I would obviously have to have a certain amount that I had in my mind. I actually set a goal, and I don't mind about talking about figures because I don't really have any shame or anything. I set a goal to save no, it wasn't even £1,000, £850 by the end of this year. Now, I know that that is not a lot at all, but this was actually when I didn't have a job. I didn't really have any money coming in, so it was really just money out of the blue. That's what I had in my mind. I hit £850 in February. So that was fab for me and I felt boosted. And because I set a goal of that, I actually have a book in here, if I could even find it. I think it's right at the bottom. And it's basically a savings journal. I'm going to find it for you. And at the beginning, I actually saw that I put £850 in. So then I made another thingy, majiggy, another goal. And that was for £2,000. And for instance, I've now hit that goal. So each goal I get a little bit like, oh, I've hit it. I'm happy with myself because of my work ethic and how I just save a lot of my money. Now, you guys could be sitting there and you could be saying, I want to be saving for a house. That's my ultimate goal, and that is fabulous. You have an idea of what you want to save that for. For me, I have an idea that I want to save that money for my travelling next year. That is what I'm saving it for. That is what I'm saving my idea, and I will put things at rest if my friends say, oh, we're all going out this weekend, like, do you want to come with us? I don't really have that issue at the minute because we're not 18, so we can't go clubbing, can't buy a million drinks and things. So if they do, and you actually think, you've got to think to yourself, in a couple of months when I'm going travelling, will that be more important than this weekend that I'm missing out on? Now, I'm not sitting here and saying miss out on every single event that you guys have got, but sometimes budget your money in the sense of, for college, I started off in the beginning literally going out for dinners every day, buying food here, there and everywhere, and now I've actually got in a budget where I've said I'm gonna buy bread, fillings, a massive bag of crisps, and then take that into college. That saves you so much money. If you budget yourself fooding, it changes your life. I'm all for that. That's the only thing that I don't mind spending my money on too bad. Another issue which I've had so many questions about is how to stop online shopping. Now, this is an issue that a lot of teenagers have got, and luckily for me, I actually don't think I'm too bad. I used to be, this time last year, I used to see a top and I used to buy it straight away, and it used to be so bad, so bad. I've now deleted apps off my phone, which is honestly a godsend because it stops you from just going on there and literally just scrolling through. Changes your life. I'm not even just saying that. Just know, right, that I had a lot of hell of a clothes, and I actually done a whole sort out, and you see how many clothes you do not wear. So I actually saw a girl do this, and she'd done 3 months, wear a different outfit. If you could do this for a month, for instance, wear a different outfit every single day for a month and see how many outfits you actually do have. There's a lot of clothes that are sitting in my wardrobe that I have not touched, which is what's making me actually think, actually I don't need that clothes. I have literally bought maybe about 5 different outfits for summer this year. You would have seen me doing hauls and things, but a lot of that stuff I tend to actually not keep just because I'm like, do I need it? I really like it, but sometimes I don't. But I do keep a few things from that haul, obviously. Clean your wardrobe out. Clean your wardrobe out every month and see what do you need. Use that money, sell it on Depop, sell it on eBay, sell it on anything, Instagram for God's sakes, right? And use that money if you want to buy an extra bit of clothes, or think, actually, I'm going to put that into my savings. That is where the money comes from, honey. So something that I've got and my mum bought me for Christmas is this budget planner. Now, it is from Amazon. I'm going to link it down below. Now, as you can see, I did not have any financial goals at the beginning. I'm actually going to update this now once I've seen this, to have £850 in my savings by the end of 2020. See, telling you. How I'm going to save, take 20 out, 3 new items per month, 1 takeaway a week unless occasion, 1, what does that say, dine out? Dine out? I don't know. Anyway, I had goals, right? I had 3 items a month to buy clothing for, right? That was what I was saying, and I was not going upon that. Delete the app. Just delete the app. Something I can definitely say is record your money and how you're spending it. So, at the beginning of the year, I, for instance, would buy food. A lot of damn food, right? But I actually wasn't too bad, to be fair with you guys. But honestly, get one of these, get it, even write it in a notebook and record your savings, record your spendings. When you actually see it coming out, that's when you kind of have a know. All of the discounts, that's all I'm going to say, right? Discounts are your best friends. Uni days and student beans have literally saved my life a lot of the time. Literally look up any discounts you can because they will help your pocket a little bit more each time. When I'm buying anything, I will always go on there to make sure that I'm not missing out on 10% off, I'm not missing out on any deals or anything like that. If you're going out for a day, have a budget. This is definitely something that I can recommend. So say I was going up to London and I knew that I was going to buy food. I was going to get a train ticket and I was probably going to pay for going to an event or something. I would have a budget set in my mind of how much I wanted to spend. If you have a credit card or a debit card or whatever, that's a little bit different. But if you are paying with cash, only take a certain amount of cash. Now, please don't just take out £40 and then not have a way to get home. But if you take out a certain amount of cash and then you cannot get over that, that is a great way to be able to save that money. If you've got a card and you're paying on your card, know in your mind to have a limit. Or set up a savings account, put the savings money in, transfer over only £40 for instance, and you're only allowed to spend that. You need to have self-control over this, otherwise you'll never be able to save. And I understand as a 17-year-old girl, you kind of want to just buy loads of stuff that you're not ever going to use. Now, before I went to Disney, for instance, I bought like loads of ears that I did not need to buy. And there's so much stuff that I just do not use. And I feel like as you grow up, you do realise the worth of some items. Now, I didn't buy anything, right? I haven't bought literally anything. And then I bought my Balenciagas. Now, this was something that people might think, oh, that's a bit stupid. You say you're saving, but you're spending more on Balenciagas. However, that was something that was a long-term buy. Now, I didn't decide to buy little weird things here and there, a little pair of trainers that I'm never going to wear and sandals here and there. I actually saved and done a big purchase. Now, this will always make you feel a little bit better inside. Have a savings jar. Now, I've got a little one there. You might not be able to see it. I just put pennies in there. They all count up. I probably earned about £60 from my savings jar last year just by putting pounds in here and there. It fills up. I'm just telling you that now. Something someone asked me was, I want to do a big trip, e.g. Camp America, but I really don't know if I should and it's a massive money sacrifice. Let me just tell you this now, guys. Once you start to live and you start to get a job and then you start to have a family and then you have to pay bills, you will never do it again. This is the time to do it, and that's why I'm all about travelling, because this is the time that I don't have to worry about paying my rent or paying a mortgage or anything like that. It is an experience in itself. Time won't return, money will return. I always love that thing. And travel as much as you can. Like, some people just don't like travelling, which is absolutely fine, but if you want to do the Camp America, know that you're going to meet incredible people. I always think if you want to do something and you don't do it, you will always regret it. But in the sense of, imagine if you went to that Camp America and there was a guy there and he managed to change your life because he was in the industry that you wanted to become in. So say you wanted to be a singer or something. You always see it, don't you? You always see people going out there and meeting people and then they get their dream job. And I just vibe with that. Like, I think the working in events at the minute is really, really great because I get to meet people that are involved in events and that could possibly change me as a person and change my outlook at life. So yeah, definitely from now, I just think May time, I have an end goal at the end, and don't set it too high, because if you don't ever achieve it, you will feel like you haven't achieved something when you 100% will have. Make sure you set it at a range. I shouldn't have set it at 850, because if I knew I was going to get a job, I should have set it automatically at £2,000. But now I have a goal. I'm not going to obviously explain that kind of goal because it's a little bit personal to me, but definitely get yourself a budget planner, because it will literally change. And just write down everything you spend it on and see how many online clothes you buy. How many takeaways. That is my big thing, takeaways. And I'm actually going to start on Monday healthy eating, so that will be great, and hopefully I won't have to spend that much on takeaways or anything like that. Yeah, I hope this has kind of given you a little bit of an insight, a little bit different to my normal chats, but I think talking about future, talking about life, talking about finances is definitely a thing that needs to be spoken about more. So yeah, definitely get out there. A lot of people also ask me about my YouTube channel and whether I earn money from that. Now, I do not earn any money from that really. The only money I earned was from one video, and you might have watched it, my disqualification video. I earn money from that and my GCSEs. I have to hit a certain amount on AdSense and I haven't yet, and it's not important to me at all. I do it all for because I love I love it, and you probably hear so many YouTubers saying, oh, I love it, that's why I do it. But a lot of ads and things people show, I'm like, you never use that. Like, let's be real. Like, I have got one ad coming, but I do not get paid for it. I just get sent a clothes. I've got another ad that literally I could make probably about £30 from, which is just not a lot at all. So honestly, a lot of people say like, oh, you make money from YouTube, of course you're going to be able to save, but I don't. So I just thought I'd add that a little bit in as well. But yeah, I hope you're all okay. Obviously it's a weird time at the minute, and don't worry too much about money, because you know, we're not working, a lot of us, we're not doing a lot of stuff that we would be, but try and save, try and spend as well. Like, don't feel like you can't ever treat yourself or anything like that, and don't miss out on life as well. Hope you're all well, hope you're staying safe, and I will see you very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you next Wednesday for a brand new video. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Climb right up on the hillside.